Teller. So let's bring on our first magician.
Card magic has made me a better father, developing my routines, taught me patience and how to pay attention. Insights that Dad uses every day. And besides, my kids love my magic, so my love of my kids and my love of magic go together. I work hard to create unique tricks. There's research involved, experimentation, even danger. I destroyed thousands of cards figuring out tonight's effect, and I spent hundreds of hours testing it. There's nothing I won't do to make a great trick. When you're performing magic, you hope to fool your audience as part of it. It would mean a lot to me to fool Penn and Teller tonight, and I think I can. Magic's supposed to be playful, and reaching the kid in them brings out the kid in me.
From sunny Orlando, give it up for Jimmy Ichihana.
Thank you so much, Penn Teller, Brooke. Absolute pleasure to be here. I'm going to share a piece that was first created in the early 1600s, and one that magicians have been performing ever since. Even the big-name magicians of our times, Penn and Teller, Copperfield, David Blaine, have all put their spin on this trick and performed it on television. It's the rising card, and the idea is quite simple. A card is chosen, and then from the pack, that'll rise out of the pack. And we're gonna do this 3 different times in 3 different ways. So, Brooke, if you would help me out here.
Sure.
Can you take one for me?
Yes.
Please, just take one. Wonderful, and, well, here, Penn, if you could take one for me as well.
Sure thing.
Thank you so much.
Oops, I took 2.
Yeah, your choice. Wonderful. And Teller, if you would, well, actually, you know what, Teller, for you, if you would, can you just think of one for us? You take a look, can you see one for us? You've got one in mind? Wonderful. And let's see here. Penn, we'll start with you to begin with. Brooke, we're gonna save yours for the very end, okay? So Penn, for you, if you would, I'll take yours back.
Okay, sure.
Thank you so much. You'll remember that for us? You did get a peek at it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
yeah.
good. We can try again if not. The idea of this trick is quite simple though. So Penn, you just have to give us the name of your card, and then your card will try to rise out of the pack. So what card did you select?
3 of hearts.
The 3 of hearts is a good choice. So the 3 of hearts, we just say the name 3 of hearts, and little by little, one card will start to rise out of the pack. One card, you see a little movement already. There's no wires, no magnets. One card starts to move above the rest, rising out of the pack little by little. That's in the center of the pack, and that is Penn, your 3 of hearts. Now, of course, this is a classic. This is the classic version of it, but for Fool Us, I figured, well, we need more height. And so I brought with us, this is a standard 8-foot fiberglass step ladder. We're gonna kind of isolate the cards in the box, and we're gonna be using the step ladder to help us out. Already, Teller, you have a pad of paper there. If you could take that pad of paper, go ahead and take the marker cap off for us. Kind of balance it up here. And if you could write down the name of your card, big and bold, and you can show it to me so we can make sure the cameras can see it and everyone at home can see it as well. So whatever the card, it's important to remember here that Teller didn't actually take a card out. He just looked and thought of one for us. I don't even want to say it because Teller writing it down is just like him saying it out loud. So as soon as he says it, one card will start to rise out of the pack. If we're lucky, one card comes out of the pack. Clear that my hands are empty. One card, that would be Teller's 8 of hearts. Now here's the thing. I worked on the ladder version for a long time and I love it. But for Fool Us, we need more height. And so we took a pack of cards and a camera and we strapped them to a weather balloon. We tethered that to the top of the Rio. Can we go ahead and can we get that feed now? Floating above the Rio, we have a weather balloon. That's a 4.5-foot balloon filled with 100 cubic feet of helium, bobbing along in the skyline there. Brooke, for the first time, what card did you choose? You can tell us for the very first time.
Queen of Diamonds.
The Queen of Diamonds. The Queen of Diamonds. Can we go ahead and can we get the feed from inside the payload, from inside the box? Because we say Brooke's card, the Queen of Diamonds, one card will start to rise out of the pack above the rest. One card, Brooke chose the Queen of Diamonds. That's the Queen of Diamonds. It's over 50 stories over the ground. Friends, that's the world's highest rising card.
Jimmy Ichihana, everyone. Wow. Jimmy.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I've seen a lot of things on this show. How on earth, or how off of earth, I should ask, do you prepare for a trick like this?
Ooh, this trick has been a long time in preparation. So I'm down in Orlando, and even from our front porch, we can see when they launch space shuttles. So it had been, my dad would point out to me, he's like, oh, has anyone done anything like way up in the sky? And we're like, oh, that's a really fun idea. And so
Have you ever seen a trick like that?
No. I think this is unique in the end, in the sense there that I haven't seen one exactly like this. And yeah, in preparation for this, we launched 3 of these. 1 landed in the Gulf of Mexico. 2 landed in the swamps in Florida, because I'm down in Florida, and so finding the space to do it is a nightmare.
It sounds like you'll do anything for your magic, won't you, Jimmy?
Yeah, trying to do whatever I can to make the magic happen.
Okay, it looks like they're ready. Let's go to Penn and Teller.
I think we are. You know, Jimmy, you did a very good and a very bad thing. You picked a trick that Teller absolutely loves. He loves rising cards. He studies them all the time, and that means he's gonna love your trick. He's gonna think about it a lot, and he's also gonna know a little bit. And as you pointed out, we have done versions of the rising card, and I wanna say, you know, and that one great prop, just a ladder, really is a beautiful stage picture, but there's a rule in magic that's not a rule in magic. And the rule that's repeated all the time is never do the same trick twice. Well, you can do the same trick 3 times if you accomplish it a different way every single time. That's the way to do tricks multiple times, and that ends up actually making the trick stronger and stronger, because you eliminate one method with the other method with the other method and so on. And you did that beautifully. And taking the whole thing outside the theater is just terrific. You know, you got a card trick that's the biggest trick we've had on the show. Just wonderful, just terrific. And I slipped in a few little things, but not enough to really count. Just barely scraping the tip of the iceberg, which is not a cliche. It's just a random thing I said. Scraping the tip of the iceberg is not something anyone says. It's a nonsense thing from someone who doesn't clearly understand the language or is maybe having a stroke. But I want to ask you, Jimmy, a question, and that is, do you trust us that we know how it was done? Do you trust us on that?
I do.
Okay. Thanks, because it's a wonderful routine.
Thank you so much.
It's just beautiful, and I don't want to give up anything.
No, you're good. You're good. I appreciate you both so much. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man.
You didn't fool them, Jimmy, but boy, that was the highest trick that we've ever done. That was amazing. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming back and play with us. Jimmy Ichihana, everyone. I've never felt like I couldn't understand the English language until this show. Penn and Teller may have figured that last one out, but they're not done yet. Watch them face more foolers when we come back. Welcome back. Cards, coins, illusions, mental feats. You never know what will fool Penn and Teller, but our next act might have an idea.
We are magicians from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. I do more traditional magic and illusion.
And I'm an escape artist, and I hold the world record for the fastest handcuff escape while holding a flaming torch in the mouth.
Let it be clear, the danger in our acts is completely real. He wants to really pick locks, and he wants to really eat glass.
I literally grind it and then I swallow it. Hits hell on the back teeth. Tonight, danger meets deception, the merging of art forms, your skilled hands and my amazing head.
Penn and Teller, we know you like performances with skin in the game.
And tonight, it's going to be my skin.
Please welcome our first acts from South Africa, Brendon Peel and Li Lau.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Brendon Peel.
And I'm Li Lau, and we are performers from South Africa.
South Africa, a place that is great at both sport and crime. I'm just joking around. We're not that great at sport.
We've come all the way here to show you the world's most dangerous coin trick. I know that sounds oxymoronic, but don't worry, we've been caught far worse.
Now, usually with coin magic, a coin would disappear from one hand and reappear in another. And usually it is done close up. However, tonight we thought we would go much bigger than that. Tonight, a coin will disappear from my hand and reappear on the other side of the stage in Lee's mouth.
To make the magic happen, we're going to be using a 2 Rand coin from South Africa. I would like to make this coin unique, so if I could ask Brooke to please come forward.
Sure.
And I would like you to sign either side of our coin. You can put maybe your initials just in the front.
Okay.
There we go.
All right.
And then just maybe a little smiley face or a little unique. There we go.
Can I even see that?
Oh, that's okay. And I'll grab that from you. And so there we go. We have a nice little smiley face just in the front. And then we have your initials of our coin. So there we go.
Fantastic. Now, Brooke, if you come with me, because we will take your coin and we're going to place it over here into our executive coin holster. All right, now, Brooke, this might get dangerous.
Okay.
So if you can, keep a little bit of a distance that way. But thank you so much for helping. We really appreciate that right over there. Now, ladies and gentlemen, because I will be firing this coin directly at Li Lau's face, I will put on these gloves, all right? And I will put on these gloves just so that I do not get any fingerprints on our slingshot here tonight, all right? Now, ladies and gentlemen, to us, safety is always at least a top 5 priority, all right? Which is why we have these goggles over here, which are not rated to stop a coin-sized projectile. However, I do think it will stop any random splatters of blood from getting into my eyes.
Speaking of which, I think Brendon needs to take a practice shot.
I agree. I have here, of course, the slingshot, and we have a few other 2 Rand coins that we will do our test fire with. But we need a stand-in for Li Lau's head. That is the perfect stand-in. In fact, I can actually barely tell the difference. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we will show you the velocity of the coin going through the balloon. If you blink, you will miss it.
As you can see, this really is the world's most dangerous coin trick.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think we should do this for real. We have our signed coin over here that I will take and place into our slingshot that is genuinely Brooke's signed coin in the slingshot right now. Lee, are you ready?
Actually, hold on a second. Because of what happened last time, I think you need a little bit of help with your aim. We don't want to have another accident.
This is true. Accidents can happen. I mean, that is the reason I'm alive today. All right. Lee, now, are you ready?
Yes, as ready as I will be.
Now, I'll count down from 3 and fire the coin directly at his face. Okay. 3, 2, 1. And genuinely, right now, you can see coming out of his nose that is genuinely the signed coin coming out of his nose, ladies and gentlemen. There you can see both sides of the coin. Genuinely, that is genuinely the signed coin. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is one magic booger. Thank you all so much.
Oh my goodness. And to think I've been working so hard most of my life to teach my children not to put things up their nose. So Penn and Teller are sort of famous for doing the bullet catch trick.
Sort of, yeah.
Is it harder to fool them with this style of magic?
I mean, it is sort of our sort of homage to them.
But hopefully we have a nice little twist in there that, you know, hopefully they didn't see coming.
Okay, Brendon and Lee, let's see if your coin catch will catch you a Fool Us trophy. Boys?
Boy, you picked a hard one to fool us with, because we did the bullet catch
Yes.
for years. We fooled people all over the world with that. And we also shot through glass. A lot of what you're doing with a wrist rocket and a coin, we did with 357 Magnums and bullets. So we kind of know an awful lot about this, and it's really a good trick, and it's really nice. And you did some stuff on it that we never did, adding the nose in, and I love pulling stuff out of your nose. That's one of my favorite things in magic. And because the danger is less, it's actually more. I mean, when we do the bullet catch, it's like, well, you know we're not doing that. You know it's a magic trick. And this is right on the edge of believability, which you could argue, and I think I am arguing, that makes it a little more harrowing, a little more frightening, because it could be you're crazy enough to shoot a coin to the other person's face. But I'm sick of busting people and saying that they didn't fool us. And this is the first season for Brooke. So I'm going to put this on Brooke. You very clearly told Brooke to draw a smiley face. And you also told Brooke to draw her initials. So Brooke, you're going to be the one that breaks their hearts, not me, okay?
I'm just the host.
Yeah,
I don't want this.
You're just the host, but it's all on your shoulders now.
Okay.
This is your first season. Toughen up, baby.
Okay. I'm ready.
Are you sure that was actually the marks you made in the coin?
I gotta look at it. Can I look at the coin?
Yeah.
Can I look at the coin?
It is genuinely her marks. That is genuinely your...
Is that genuinely your marks?
Let me see both sides. Those are 100% genuinely my marks.
100% generally your marks.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm going to put this on you then. Would you please tell them for me that they fooled us?
I would love to fool us. You fooled Penn Teller. Yes,
wanted to.
You fooled them. Amazing. Thank you so much. That was amazing. A little bit gross, but amazing. Brendon Peel Li Lau. Thank you.
Wonderfully done. Wonderfully done.
No pressure or anything. Oh my goodness. Penn and Teller have been bested, and the best part is we still have more magic for you. Will another trophy rain down from the magic heavens? We'll find out when Fool Us returns. Everyone, when we say we've got the world's best magicians, we mean it. Check out this next act.
I am Jin Hyoung Han from South Korea. It is a beautiful process to take the impossible and figure out a way to make it possible. What I have felt throughout my life, I try to capture in magic. If the audience connects to their feeling and discovers hope, I have succeeded. My presentation is gentle and contemplative. It allows my audience to slow down and appreciate a simple moment. I perform, make magic props, and teach after-school programs for children. I want to inspire those I teach and those who see my shows to realize that life is full of possibilities. I can imagine the name Jin Hyoung Han remembered in magic history. Penn, Teller, can you imagine that?
Visiting us from Seoul, Korea, give it up for Jin Hyoung Han. also teach children magic.
Yes, yes.
What do you tell them on their very first day? What kind of advice do you give a young magician?
첫날에 조언 주시는 거 있으세요? 애들한테.
Don't give up. Yeah, don't give up. That is very important thing.
Do you think there are basic characteristics that someone must possess to become a magician?
I think truth.
Truth?
Yeah.
I am told, though, that magicians do lie. It's kind of part of the thing.
Do right. But I believe this is
I know what you
true.
mean. I know what you mean. Okay, Jin Hyoung Han, let's find out if you fooled Penn and Teller, and I sure hope so. Are you ready? Boys?
Jin, those transformations, those visual transformations of one thing into another, some of the most beautiful we've ever seen. They just look really good and really, really magical. So often when people do transformations, they aren't magical transformations. And your stuff is really believably unbelievable. It really isn't possible. It looks like it really happened. It's a beautiful thing. Teller and I are very familiar with table magic, and the sleight of hand you did was just perfect and brilliant. But more important than that, there's a lot of wicked creative innovations that you've added to this that are not sleight of hand. And that is both what made the act so brilliant and also what we were kind of able to figure out. The sleight of hand was beautiful, and the fact that you added more to it made it even better. It's a wonderful, wonderful routine with the most magical transformations we've seen, and as much as we love it, you sadly did not fool us. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Jin Hyoung Han, everyone. You were leaving us with a great feeling. We really enjoyed that. Thank you so much for being on the show. Jin Hyoung Han, everyone. Don't even think about going anywhere. We've got more of TV's best magic on the way. Any magician. I've got an ace for you right now.
My name is Dana Pleasant, and I'm a professional photographer. Unlike a lot of magicians, I have only been doing magic for a few years. Let me tell you how it all happened. One day, I got a last-minute offer to be a singer on a cruise ship. We were going to so many amazing places, I bought myself a nice camera. After a while, I started to realize I might have a future in photography. So a few years later, I decided to go to photography school. And a few months after I got there, I met my wife. I've always loved magic, but when I moved to LA 7 years ago, I started taking classes at the Academy of Magical Arts, and it quickly became a passion. I auditioned for Fool Us because my grandmother, Virginia, is a huge fan of the show. I love you, Grandma. This one's for you.
Give it up for the magic of Dana Pleasant. Hi.
I love taking photos when I travel. I get to capture the people, the places, the energy of wherever I go. And I always bring an instant camera with me because there's something special about taking and holding a tangible photo. And watching a photo develop gradually right before your eyes is kind of like magic. Tonight, I'd like to try something even more magical. What if we didn't need the camera at all? What if all we needed to develop a photo was our mind? Brooke?
Yes?
Would you like to help me out?
I'd love to.
Okay. So I have here a stack of undeveloped photos.
Okay.
I've labeled the backs with different destinations from around the world. For instance, we have Eiffel Tower. I love Paris.
Me too.
Amazon rainforest, bucket list item.
Never been
I would
there.
love to go. Statue of Liberty, a classic.
Yeah.
There are so many amazing destinations, and tonight you're gonna help us develop one of these using your imagination.
Really?
Okay?
Okay.
All right, I want to choose one at random, so
Okay.
go ahead and call out stop whenever you would like me to stop.
Stop.
Okay, great. Now, don't tell me what it says.
I got it.
Okay, perfect. We're gonna put it back here in the middle. I want you to think about what was written on the back of that photo. Visualize this place.
Okay.
Let's see if we can bring your image to life.
Okay.
It's happening.
It is?
Yes. It looks like one and only one has in fact begun to develop. Now, Brooke, which one was it that you chose?
The Rainbow Mountains in China.
That's an interesting one.
Yes.
Is this yours?
That's mine.
Okay, amazing.
I don't know what it looks like, but
It seems like it stopped developing though. Have you ever been to the Rainbow Mountains in China before?
I have not.
Okay, I think that explains it.
That makes sense.
I think it only half developed because you could only half visualize it. It's very hard to imagine somewhere that we've never been before.
That's fair.
It's not your fault at all.
Okay.
I'd like to just try for one other. Maybe we'll get somewhere that you've been before or somewhere you're a little more familiar with.
Okay. Let's try.
So once again, just go ahead and call out stop whenever you'd like me to
Stop.
Okay. Now, is this somewhere you're more familiar with?
Yes.
Okay, great. I feel good about this one.
Okay. Me too.
All right. I want you to concentrate on that second destination.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get it to develop.
Okay.
I'm not seeing it here. You are concentrating, right?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay. Our thoughts are very hard to control. And I bet that you just sent your image somewhere else. What was the second destination that you chose?
The Golden Gate Bridge.
Brooke. Your imagination is so strong that your second destination is now written on the back of the first photo you chose. That
Whoa.
is very, very impressive. Would you do me a favor? Would you just put your hand out for me?
Sure.
That's perfect. I want you to concentrate one last time on your photo, okay? All right. I think you've done it.
I hope so.
Go ahead and flip that over.
Okay. Wow.
You have developed that photo using only your imagination.
That's amazing. Dana Pleasant, everyone. Woo. So, yeah, it's hard to visualize a place that I haven't been, so that totally made sense.
Exactly, right?
So, you're a photographer.
Yes.
And a magician.
Yes, exactly.
Which career is winning?
Well, magic is new for me, and I love photography. But magic is making it's getting there. It's
Well, you're
getting
doing
closer.
pretty great after making it to this stage.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
And is it a true story that you love to travel?
Yes. So I have a little story that involves you if you want to hear it.
I'd love to.
Okay, so I was working on cruise ships as a singer in my 20s, and I would do anything I could to make a little extra money. And one of them was to be in the fashion show on the cruise line. And so every week, I got to wear a Brooke Burke bikini and bathing suit cover-up in front of all of the guests on the cruise ship, and it was my favorite bathing suit for many years.
I love that.
Yeah.
I know. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that with
Yeah.
me. So let's do something different. Let's try to visualize the Fool Us trophy together. And then we're gonna go to the boys.
Okay.
And we're gonna see if we can make it happen.
Okay.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's make this happen. All right, boys.
Dana.
Yes.
It's nice to see something that isn't a card trick. It's
I
wonderful
know.
to see that. Also, something that's personal. People in the other arts, poets, songwriters, so on, they always get to bring their life into things.
Yeah.
And sometimes magicians are just stuck with cards and coins. And you're a photographer, right? We saw that in the package.
Yes.
And you got to bring in photographs, and that's really nice.
Yeah.
And we were watching as you were going through there, and we thought we saw written on one of the backs of those in the shuffle, the Hindu temple there, which was we were hoping would come up. And And you also said you're into musical theater, is that right?
Yes, I was a
musical
singer.
theater. I don't know why I want to know this, but I have this overwhelming urge to hear. Do you know the opener for Chicago? Do you know the Chicago opener? You know the Broadway musical Chicago?
Yeah.
Do you know the opener? Not important. I just want to say that
I probably do. Yeah.
Is he trying to tell you something?
I think so, yeah.
I just want to say that we really love the routine, but I
you.
think very subtly, so subtly, no one even knew what I was talking about. I snuck in something that you might recognize and see that you did not fool us.
I think that you are correct. Yes, thank you.
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
I don't know what Chicago had to do with it, but boy, we loved you, Dana. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. It was an honor to be here to perform for you guys.
Thanks so much.
Thank you so
You're
much.
great, Dana.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dana Pleasant. It's time for a quick break, but we've got more magic, more PNT, and more me when we come back. Our audience was shown a jar full of jelly beans and asked to guess how many are inside. Their guesses have been collected, and now they're going to play a key part in this next trick by the stars of our show, Penn and Teller.
And what is your name, our newest friend?
Rinny.
Rinny?
Yeah.
Now, Rinny, we got a big bowl of money here. All different denominations, big bowl of money. Reach in there, Rinny, and grab a handful.
All right.
Okay, just put it right down here, Yeah, you can take a few more, Rennie. You had a little hands. Yeah, don't go crazy, but yeah, that looks like a good amount, Rennie. Now, you have any idea how much money that is?
No.
It's hard to tell because it's different denominations. I want you to count that up, Rennie. Best way to do is do it in piles of $1. So you got 2 half-dollars and $1, 4 quarter. You get the idea. Count them up. When you're sure it's right, count up again. When you're positive it's right, count up again, and then write the final total right there. And Rennie, while you're doing arithmetic and accounting, we're gonna do a magic trick. You know, there is a tradition in magic that goes back hundreds of years where a magician will take a brand new scientific principle, make no attempt to understand it whatsoever, and then deliberately misrepresent it to present a stupid trick that has nothing to do with the science. We'd like to continue that tradition. And we're going to talk about the wisdom of crowds, a very important concept today, also called hive mind. Now, the phrase, the wisdom of crowds, was first used in a scientific paper in the 80s, where these scientists took a carafe of jelly beans, brought it to state fairs, and asked everybody to guess how many jelly beans were in there. And nobody was good at it. But they took a bunch of people and averaged them together. It was uncannily close. People were like off the same amount in each direction, I guess. They got very, very good at it. Now, we've asked everybody here to guess how many jelly beans are in that carafe. Looks like you did it. We got a big bowl of them here. And you, please, right there. Yeah, either one of you, come up here. Yeah. And what is your name, our newest friend?
Giovanni, sir.
Giovanni?
Yes, sir.
Now, Giovanni, you are going to hold these up to the camera, okay? Just hold them up. Tell the show. It's the steady cam right there. You see it right there? Excuse me, hold it up. And then tell us the number on it, because we can't see it. What number you got there, Giovanni?
1,512.
1,512. So someone down here looked at these and thought 1,512. Throw that on the floor and just mix them up like you did. Then grab a light blue one there, Giovanni, a light blue one. That'll be the people over here, I think. If you recognize your number, that's great. Hold it up.
There we go.
What number you got there, Giovanni?
2,127.
2,127. Hold off 1 second, Giovanni. Now, if you got a calculator on your phone, which is all of you, you might want to add those up, save Teller some arithmetic. I also want to talk about something I've noticed. We've been doing this bit in our show for a while. None of yous will guess a 0 or a 5 for the last digit. You think like a 9 or a 2 or a 7 makes you more accurate. You just watch. Mix them up, Giovanni, and grab a pink one. People, yeah, just throw it down. Grab a pink one. People over here. And you're getting very excited. It might be your number. What you got there, Giovanni?
All right, I have 1,373.
1,373. 3. Very good. Mix them up and grab a purple one. People in the back there were the purple ones. And grab a purple one and hold that up. What you got there, Giovanni?
100.
Well, it's not 100, Giovanni. It's probably 1,000. Let me just. Jesus,
no.
that's 100. What's it? I can't see. What's it say there? I'm right in my own light.
Frank and a smiley face.
He signed it. He signed it. You hold that. Oh, where's Frank? Where's Frank? 100? Yeah, I want to play poker with you. Yeah. We're probably not going to use that one because I don't think the trick will work. So yes, Teller's doing it. So you can go ahead and sit down. That's Giovanni there. Giovanni. Will it still work with that? 5,112. Is that right? Is that right? 5,112? Yeah, okay, good. And then divide that by 4. What do you got there for 4? Divide by 4. You got it up in their phone there. What do you got? 1,278. 1,278. Good. So we looked at this, the wisdom of crowds, the hive mind. We looked at this and thought there were 1,278 jelly beans. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, there's 1,000 in a pound. That seems this drives me crazy. See, nobody does a zero. Oh, Frank did a 0. Thank you, Frank. But it drives me crazy. Let me just do this. I'm gonna take out 3 of these. I'm not supposed to do this. Take out 3, those are your Scooby snack for today there. And then write down, that's now 1,275. Write that down there, would you please, Teller? 1,275. There we go, right there. 1,275. There. Now, if these jelly beans were a penny a piece, which is a very good price for these very high-quality jelly beans, this whole carafe would cost you $12.75. Rennie, you're reaching there, you grabbed a handful. You could have grabbed more, you could have grabbed fewer, but you grabbed a handful. Then you grabbed another handful. Then you put them out there. No idea how much you took, did you? And then you counted them right there, didn't you, Rennie? And you had a total. What was your total, Rennie?
$12.75.
$12.75. Hold it up so they can see it. $12.75. Sold to Rennie. You can keep those. You keep those jelly beans. Thank you so much, Rennie. You did a wonderful job. That's Rennie right there. Rennie. Right back to your seat. That's Rennie.
So fun. It was amazing, you guys. That's all we've got for tonight, but you can count on us for an all-new episode next time on Fool Us. Good night, everyone.
Fine, Rennie gets some jelly beans. Guess how many jelly beans are in that carafe? Looks like you did it. We got a big bowl of them here. And you, please, right there. Yeah, either one of you. Come up here. Yeah. And what is your name, our newest friend?
Giovanni, sir.
Giovanni?
Yes, sir.
Now, Giovanni, you are going to hold these up to the camera, okay? Just hold them up. Tell the story. It's the steady cam right there. You see it right there? Excuse me, hold it up, and then tell us the number on it, because we can't see it. What number you got there, Giovanni?
1,512.
1,512. So someone down here looked at these and thought 1,512. Throw that on the floor, and just mix them up like you did.
To settle for the one above. Does heaven appear cannot ever bear with me, ever bear with me. What a bright dawn to the sun. I feel one part of the beer. Some more I'll slip it up and out again. When now my baby cut me along, drink a beer. Stay once again. I sin to settle for the one above.
1,278. 1,278, good. So we looked at this, the wisdom of crowds, the hive mind. We looked at this and thought there were 1,278 jelly beans. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, there's 1,000 in a pound. That seems this drives me crazy. See, nobody does a zero. Oh, Frank did a zero. Thank you, Frank. But it drives me crazy. Let me just do this. I'm gonna take out 3 of these. I'm not supposed to do this. Take out 3, give those are your Scooby snack for today there. And then write down, that's now 1,275. Write that down there, would you please, Teller? 1,275. There we go, right there. 1,275. There, now if these jelly beans were a penny a piece, it's a very good price for these very high quality jelly beans. This whole carafe would cost you $12.75. Rennie, you're reaching there, you grabbed a handful. You could have grabbed more, you could have grabbed fewer, but you grabbed a handful. Then you grabbed another handful. Then you put them out there. No idea how much you took, did you? And then you counted them right there, didn't you, Rennie? And you had a total. What was your total, Rennie?
$12.75.
$12.75. Hold it up so they can see it. $12.75. Sold to Rennie. You can keep those. You keep those jelly beans. Thank you so much, Rennie. You did a wonderful job. That's Rennie right there. Rennie, right back to your seat. That's Rennie.
So fun. It was amazing, you guys. That's all we've got for tonight, but you can count on us for an all-new episode next time on Fool Us. Good night, everyone.
Bye, Rennie. Get some jelly beans.